This video was prepared for informational purposes. We did not want to offend anyone, let alone belittle someone's dignity. 8 famous and frightening performers of the Circus of Freaks. It is believed that this kind of circus art, if you can call it that, originated in Europe in the 16th century and existed until the middle of the 20th century. In 19th century America, staring at strange people with birth defects and body development was not only not considered shameful, it was entertainment that families went to. Showman Phineas Barnum made millions of dollars out of it. He searched all over the country for people whose appearance caused surprise and shock. The Camel Girl. Camel Girl Ella Harper was born with a very rare anomaly, knee recurvation. Her knees were turned the other way, and she could only move on all fours. In her room, the actress went on stage at the same time as the camel and repeated all its habits and movements. Participating in a freak show since the age of 12 helped Ella earn a lot of money. At that time, no one knew what to do with the disease. The Camel Girl lived to be 51 years old. The King of Freaks. The King of Freaks is the nickname given to Francesco Lentini. The boy was born in Sicily in 1889. His body fused with a parasite twin. As a result, Lentini had 3 full-fledged legs of different lengths, 2 sets of genitals, 1 rudimentary leg extending from the knee of the 3rd leg, and 16 toes. A difficult fate awaited the boy. The parents immediately abandoned their son. That's how Francesco Lentini ended up in a shelter for disabled children. At the age of 8, along with many other Sicilians, he emigrated to the United States, where he grew up and became a citizen. After joining the circus, he came up with an unusual act with stuffing a soccer ball with his 3rd foot. When Francesco walked on 2 legs and hit the ball with his 3rd at the same time, the audience was delighted. The actor traveled all over the States. He performed in all the freak shows, Barnum and Bailey, Coney Island, and the Buffalo Bill Show, for which Lentini was nicknamed the King of Freaks. A kind, sociable, and cheerful actor, he adapted to his body. He started a family and raised 4 children. The Caterpillar Man. Randian, whose real name is unknown, was born on October 12, 1871 in British Guiana in northern South America. He had no arms or legs. The showman Phineas Barnum earned millions of dollars from the patient. When Prince Randian first appeared on stage, he caused a sensation with his appearance. Then he improved his program. The artist did a half-crawl, half-step lap of honor, and then performed a signature maneuver. He rolled and lit a cigarette, blowing thick clouds of smoke towards the dome of the circus. Despite his terrible illness, Randian got married and was able to provide a comfortable future for his children. Lilliputian. Charles Sherwood Stratton was a small man who mysteriously stopped growing as soon as he turned 6 months old. Stratton's height throughout his early childhood was about 63 centimeters, although later he grew a little more and reached 99 centimeters. Charles began performing in P.T. Barnum's circus from the age of 5. Stratton sang, danced, joked, and even parodied celebrities. Phineas Barnum loved to be photographed with his artists, so a lot of archival documents of the participants of the freak show have come down to our time. The midget became an international celebrity as he toured Europe and met Queen Victoria, President Abraham Lincoln, and King Edward VII. He was also able to find his love, Lavinia Warren, who was also short. Charles Sherwood Stratton lived for 45 years. The Lion Man. Stefan Biebrowski was born in Poland in 1891. He was an ordinary boy, except for his appearance. He suffered from hypertrichosis, a disorder that caused hair to grow all over his body and face. At that time, very little was known about genetic mutations. The boy's parents thought their son was cursed, as Stefan's father was once attacked by a lion. When Stefan was 4 years old, he was given to a German showman named Sedlmayr, who ran a circus of freaks. In 1901, where he began performing with the F.T. Barnum Circus. Despite his repulsive appearance, Stefan read a lot, knew 5 languages, and was an erudite conversationalist. In New York, he became a popular attraction there. Despite the good fees, the actor left the circus and returned to Europe. He died in Berlin of a heart attack in 1932. Conjoined Siamese twins. Chong-ending bankers are perhaps the most famous circus performers in history. The brothers were born in Siam, modern Thailand, with fused chests. At that time, surgeons didn't know how to separate them. Their mother sold the boys to a navigator. And then the twins ended up with British businessman Robert Hunter, under whose auspices they performed and toured around the world. In 1839, they moved to the United States, signing a contract with the Phineas Barnum Circus. The twins were able to make good money and bought a large plantation in North Carolina. Chong and Eng, determined to live a normal life, married sisters, Adelaide Eitz and Sarah and Eitz. Soon Chong had 10 children, Eng had 11. In 1874, Chong contracted pneumonia and died at the age of 62. Since their bodies were connected, a healthy Eng died a few hours later. It is thanks to them that people born with this malformation are called Siamese twins. The Elephant Man. A drama series can be made about the life of Joseph Merrick. The boy was born in Leicester on August 5, 1862. Medicine could not explain the cause of the deformity of his face and body. When Joseph was 11 years old, his mother died of bronchopneumonia, and his father and new stepmother abused him. He could not work, was constantly starving, and was attacked by local children. Joseph left home and wandered the streets for a while. On August 29, 1884, Merrick got a job at Tom Norman's circus show, where he was able to earn his own food. In 1886, circus acts using freak shows were outlawed in England. Then Merrick was sold to an Austrian, who stole his money and left the sick young man to his fate. Joseph was noticed by a surgeon named Frederick Treves, who took him in and became his benefactor. The scientist studied a strange disease and presented the Elephant Man to the London Pathological Society. Thanks to Dr. Treves, Joseph found a permanent home at the Royal London Hospital. Gradually, thanks to the increased media attention, Mr. Merrick became a landmark in Victorian London. Joseph Merrick died on April 11, 1890, at the age of 27. It is noteworthy that Michael Jackson admired Joseph Merrick. After repeatedly watching the black and white film The Elephant Man, the pop king became interested in his fate. In 1987, Jackson even wanted to buy back his bones in order to add them to his collection of strange objects stored in a California estate. The Crabman. Grady Stiles was a circus performer who became famous for his deformed arms and legs. Stiles suffered from ectrodactyly, a rare condition that caused him to have claws instead of arms and legs. Stiles' father was also a circus performer, and 2 of Stiles' 4 children suffered from a genetic disease. Stiles was unable to socialize in society. He drank a lot, beat his wife and children. In 1978, he killed his eldest daughter's fiancé on the eve of their wedding, for which he was sentenced to 15 years probation. Being in a state of post-traumatic stress disorder, Grady's wife, with the help of her son Harry and his classmate, 18-year-old Christopher Wyant, organized the murder of Grady Stiles. On November 29, 1992, the Crabman was shot dead. All the performers of this circus were unfortunate victims of a cruel world that refused to accept them. Performing in front of the public, demonstrating flaws and diseases were necessary, as they helped to earn the money. If you love vintage photographs and want to immerse yourself in the atmosphere of the past, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Here you will find unique snapshots, interesting stories, and captivating facts about celebrities and events that have left their mark in history. Support us with a like so we can continue sharing this amazing collection with you.